What's up, nerds and nerdettes and wee little nerdlings all? It's your buddy Big Johnny G for Two Gun Pixie presents Legendary Gaming. Tabletop Takeout Tuesday. How's it going, everyone? So glad to see everyone. You know that we're here every day of the week, twice on Mondays. That's right, 8 videos a week. And we do this for fun. We do this out of passion. And on Tuesdays, I like to give you bullet points as to why I love, like, enjoy a particular title when it hits the table. Now, this particular title has been giving me and my friends a lot of fun since we were little kids. All the way back to the late 70s, early 80s, I'm guessing it was. I'd have to look at the copyright date on the game to make sure. But yeah, this is something we played a hell of a lot of. And I still have it, and I still play it. So why don't you join me down the table and I'll tell you what it is that I love about the Hobbit board game. That's right, I've been playing this game since I was a little kid, and it's still in my collection. Well, this isn't the original version that's in my collection. That unfortunately went up in an apartment fire years ago, but thanks to our friend Anthony, it has been found and re-established as part of the collection. So the game has been played a lot since I was a kid. It's been played a lot since I've actually gotten it back. Why? Nostalgia. Oh, completely. I couldn't even be honest if that wasn't the first reason on this list. Now, could I? But now when I say nostalgia, I mean sort of like in two folds for me. One, because it's The Hobbit, which was the first book I ever finished reading, the first book I ever wanted to get through. But also nostalgia just for my childhood games of this. So it works on that double level for me. So that may be a very personal reason. However, if The Hobbit holds any sort of nostalgic fun for you, then you might want to take a look at this game, if you can find it. I think it should be republished. I think it should be redone. I don't even think you need to do much to change or update it, since it is really a kid's game. It's not made for the adults. This game is a fantastic tribute, though, to The Hobbit. It feels a lot more like the cartoon, the Ralph Bakshi cartoon movie of Lord of the Rings, than it actually does of The Hobbit. But it still feels like the Hobbit cartoon show nonetheless. Cartoon TV movie. And it captures that well. If you don't know that cartoon, go check it out. I think you'll have a little bit of fun. But this game, it does. It captures all of that not just nostalgia, but the theme of the cartoon Hobbit movie. I think it does that perfectly. Yes, as I alluded to, it is really designed for kids. That who was intended as the primary target when this game was put out. Now, that being said, I do think that the adults, particularly adults with children, would probably enjoy playing this with their kids. Even if you don't have kids, if you're a hardcore Hobbit fan, then this is something else you're going to want to play, and if you can, good luck, you might want to get it in your collection. Now, as far as the feel of the game when I'm sitting at the table, it does send me on Bilbo's Adventures quest. I feel that way. Yes, again, it's ultra colorful and played down and made for kids, but it still instills that feeling of going on Bilbo's quest. So for a game, especially for such a young aimed game, I think that's great that they were able to accomplish this. Okay, now anyone that knows me personally is wondering why I haven't mentioned this yet. Fair enough. I am a sucker when a board game has 3D components to it. You know, like the Game of Life, or the classic Game of Life, or one of the classic games of life. I've seen older versions that didn't have it, but you know what I mean? When there's like hills and effects, buildings, things like that on top of the board. And this captures that sensation fantastically. The board game is built into itself, so to speak. What I mean is that There's multiple levels. You're going up from one level to a higher level. There's things that hang off of trees. There's ogres, elves, barrels, waterfalls. All of these things are there. They're represented in a 3D way, aspect. And the entire board, well, the sides of the board, two sides of the board, even have like the misty mountains and stuff. So it's pulling you further in, visually speaking, into this game. That's why I love 3D boards. And this may have been the first one I ever encountered. So that's another reason why it stuck with me all these years. This is an amazing way to introduce. Yes, it's a gateway. I think this is a great gateway game for kids just getting involved or trying out Lord of the Rings style stuff, the fantasy stuff. Start them with the cartoon, move them on to this board game. It's great. It all works out well. Fantastic. The game is colorful, so it pops for the kids' eyes, and it harkens back to a lot of different childhood games. They've pulled from here and there to put this game together, and that helps because it makes it familiar. The rules are very easy. It's a roll and move game, but it's the kind of game that you're going to have fun with if you're an old Hobbit fan who's never played this before, or as I said earlier, if you have children. So those are the reasons why I've been loving the Hobbit game.